just be the one here. So again, it could be several different circulations that we're eyeballing right now. Unfortunately, our Lincoln camera, our live view shot there, we can't turn it. So unfortunately, that's we aren't able to see it from our live view shot. I am going to, there is a video online actually right now on Twitch of a chaser chasing the storm right now, so I'm going to keep an eye on that one here. The debris is about 1/8 of a mile wide, according to a ham radio operator there. And yes, we do have a confirmed tornado. It is touching down right now, and it's getting larger. Actually, I'm watching some storm chase video right now online. If you want that URL, it's twitch.tv/stormchaserirl. And again, there is a tornado located, and it's getting very wide, very rapidly, located in the northeast of Lincoln here, located near Waverly at this time. I'm trying to tell exactly where this chaser is. I'm having trouble telling right now. But again, we've got a more dangerous situation as we have now a confirmed tornado, and that's why we went pink with this tornado warning. That's because we now have a confirmed tornado at this time located in the Lincoln or the Waverly area. Well-defined circulation, it looks like, just north and west of Waverly. A very large trunk now coming down to the ground here at this point. So continue to monitor at this time here. Again, a continued tornado warning. We also have the storm that David was on, and if I hear anything from David, I'll let you know. Confirmed tornado on this storm. So if our production staff, if you hear anything from David, please let me know. We've got a confirmed tornado now located with this storm here in Butler County now. This is approaching the David City area along Highway 15, a confirmed tornado. So a tornado warning until 3:45, that pink tornado warning area in Butler County. We've also got the tornado again located in northern Lancaster County near the Waverly area. Half-mile wide base now. This thing has gotten very large very quickly here in the Waverly area. It is not too far from Interstate 80. The chaser that I'm currently watching, there is a lot of debris being lofted into the air. It looks like from the northeast side of Lincoln right now. There's a lot of industrial buildings out in that part of Lincoln. A lot of debris is being lofted, a lot right now. So this is a very dangerous situation for the Waverly area. If you live in Waverly, you need to be in your shelter immediately. We have an extremely dangerous situation ongoing in the Waverly area right now as we have a large tornado doing damage on the northeast end of Lincoln moving towards Waverly here. The tornado chaser that I'm watching is currently located on I-80 at 27th Street, which is way back here to the southwest, and he's pointed in this direction, right towards the tornado. It looks like it's crossing the interstate right now. So that is our tornado actually right here as we continue to watch this thing. It is moving to the east-northeast towards Waverly. So I wasn't sure if it was this right here, but now I am more sure just from looking at the video that it is this right here that we're looking at. This is our circulation right here crossing Interstate 80. David also has a tornado too. So we're going to go to our meteorologist, David. He's on a different storm. So we're going to go to David.
Have Travis send to me. Touchdown went back up. Oh, it's back. It's on the ground. On the ground. Yes, I am at Highway 15 north of, I am Highway 15 and 66. Just had a tornado touchdown right on the northeast part of the intersection here in 15 and David. 66. Continue to see rotation just in front of me. You can see the clouds rotating. I had that. Looks like it's going to touch down again here. Let me get past this sign. Briefly touched down for about 5 or 10 seconds in the field. Looks like it's trying to reorganize itself here. Anyways, this storm is looks like moving to the north now. Moving to the north. I'm in between the Ulysses and Dwight area, intersection of 66 and 15. The storm would be heading up towards the just to the west of the Brainerd area. It's pretty much following right along Highway 15, heading north here. Continue to follow the storm. We had a brief touchdown. Continue moving north on Highway 15 here. Still seeing rotation in front of me here on Highway 15. Storm seems to be following a path north along 15 here. Just north of Road 66. Tons of traffic out here from tons of storm chasers, but did have a brief touchdown here in this field with that rotation. It's continuing to move off to the north. Looks like it's going to touch down again here. I think you can see on your screen right now. See that? Yep, it's touching down again just to the north of me on Highway 15. Let's see if we can get a better view here. Got fire rescue out here. Yeah, this is on the ground now. I got a red truck in front of me here. Let's see if you can see it. Yep, have a nice funnel here. Just traveling right along Highway 15. Oh, looks like it just went back up. Seems to be hopping and skipping around here, but definitely some strong rotation with this thunderstorm. And continue to follow the rotation. If I can be careful here, not getting an accident. But as you can see, still see that funnel just ahead of me now. I'm going to continue to move towards it. It's moving away from me, folks. Don't worry, it's not heading towards me. I am in a safe position off to the south of it. Continue to see this supercell rotate. A really good rotation, mid-level and low-level from what I can see, and continue to follow this rotation at a safe distance. Right in front of me here.
Come back to me real quick.
On Highway 15. We have law enforcement out here. Sirens going off. But yeah, I'm going to toss it back to you to Travis in studio. If it's touchdown again, we can come back to me, all right?
All right, thank you very much, David. We've got two dangerous situations right now. That one's in a more rural area, but there are still homes there. But again, we've got a more dangerous situation as a populated area, Waverly. We've got a confirmed tornado continuing just southwest of Waverly. It's at the Waverly exit of I-80 right now. It's exit 409. And actually, it's just west of it at mile marker 408. That's that mile marker right there, located just west of Waverly, moving to town. So if you live in Waverly, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. This has been a large tornado at times. It dissipated, it put that down, and it continues to loft debris in the air at this time. It's a much skinnier tornado, but it is still moving towards the Waverly area at this time. So again, if you live in Waverly, you need to be in your shelter at this time in northeast Lancaster County. Basement if you have it. If you do not have it, interior room, lowest level of your home. If you can hurry and you live in a trailer home, you need to get out of that trailer home and get into a sturdy structure. Again, get into the lowest level of your home, whether it be a basement or the first floor. Interior room, get as many walls between you and the outside as you can. Cover yourself in blankets and pillows, and have a helmet with you, closed-toed shoes as well, as this is pretty much moving into the Lincoln area. We have still got a tornado touchdown with debris being lofted in the air at this time, very close to the city of Waverly. I'm still watching it at this time here, seeing it from North Lincoln, basically looking to the east, and this continues to do damage. It is trying to lift, but there's still a small part of it that's touching down with debris that is being lofted. So again, this is a dangerous situation for the city of Waverly and extremely rural northeast parts of Lincoln. And if you live in this area, you need to be seeking shelter. It does look like at this time it is beginning to lift. Not completely, but it does look like it's roping out. That might be good news. That does not mean it won't recycle, though. This is a very favorable environment for tornado development and strong tornadoes. So we are still in a dangerous situation. I'm watching this thing very closely as it is roping out. It is still barely touching down at this time here. But again, right over top of Waverly as we speak, we are getting a confirmed tornado. I'm going to go to our reflectivity here, and we'll look at, again, these two tornado warnings. We have actually 3 tornado warnings ongoing right now. We've got 3 dangerous situations, but this is the most significant one because it is moving through the city of Waverly as we speak. Right there, that little bit of what this is debris right here. That's not rainfall. That's a debris ball is what we call that. Looks like it's moving on the north side of Lincoln. Now it is roping out, which means it's kind of giving that snake-like look to it right now, and it's trying to dissipate, but there still is a little bit of debris where it is touching down right now near the Lincoln area, or the Waverly area, and just north of Waverly as well. So we're going to continue to keep an eye on this thing. It does look like it has disappeared. That does not mean it couldn't come back, though. But again, it did rope out for a bit. We did have a very large tornado for a time doing a lot of damage right in here. So there still is some debris that's been lofted into the air, but we're going to monitor this closely before it moves out of our market and into the Omaha television market here once it crosses over into Saunders and Cass County, and I'll let the Omaha television networks take over with that. But again, until this moves out of Lancaster County, we're going to monitor this thing very closely. We've still got a very well-defined circulation. We have by the way, along with that, the hail is being reported as a baseball to softball size hail. Within this too, and this is all the hail right there with that hail core. So dangerous hail up near the Ceresco area, and then you've got the tornado activity farther to southeast. We've got two funnels now confirmed on the ground just west of Greenwood. So that is again right here. 2 funnels on the ground at this point here, confirmed according to emergency management and heading to the northeast. In fact, as I look at chaser video here, that tornado has reformed and is now back on the ground again. It's somewhat skinny, but it is spinning fairly fast. It's rotating pretty rapidly, which means it's doing some damage here. So again, if you live in that area near and then north and east of Waverly, you need to be seeking shelter at this time. Near and north of Interstate 80 is the area we'd be monitoring very closely when it comes to that. A tornado ongoing at this time. We've also got, so according to spotters here, I want to zoom in on some of the roads here. Can't tell what some of the roads are. I've seen a Raymond Road mentioned here, but can't find it there on the map here. So again, there it is right there. It's right in the middle. So located at Raymond and 162nd, which would be right here. So that's where our tornado is located. It's 1 mile north of there, actually. So that would be right here. This is where our tornado is right now. And there it is. There's the debris ball. That's the debris. So again, that's where we spotted our tornado according to emergency management. It looks like the tornado is beginning to weaken once again, but there is still debris being lofted here. That debris showing up on radar right here. That is not precipitation. There may be some in there, but it's mostly debris that's showing up. The radar seeing those pieces of debris right now on radar. Northwest of that's our hail core and our rain core. We've got some big time hail within some of this, maybe softball size hail, but again, the immediate threat is not that softball size hail is not a threat, but we've got a tornado in northeast Lancaster County continuing to move to the northeast. This is eventually going to move towards the Omaha metro area, so if you have family and friends that live there, make sure they are ready to go just in case with this storm. We're going to go back also. We have several tornado warnings ongoing. We have the continued tornado that David's been watching. This circulation right there, that is the one, the tornado that's been briefly been putting down and then going back up near or just west or east southeast of the Garrison area along Highway 15. That's the area that meteorologist David Stoltz is in Storm Chaser 4 watching here. And if he does happen to bring us more video from that, we will go back to him at any moment here. But I did want to at least give information on the ongoing tornado in the Waverly area, now northeast of Waverly. We still have the ongoing tornado warning with a confirmed tornado located near southwest of Petersburg. That tornado warning in effect until 3:15 this morning. We have a pink indicating ongoing tornado. Severe thunderstorm warning near Cedar Rapids, but that said, there has been circulation with that at times. Another severe thunderstorm warning near the St. Edward area in southeast Boone County, and that also includes southwest Madison and western Platte County. But again, let's go back to the most dangerous situation at the moment, and that is northeast, extreme northeast Lancaster County. If you're in the rural parts of that county, you need to be in your shelter right now, as we have continued to see off and on tornado activity. At times it's been very large, other times skinnier, but we have had lots of debris lofted, and you can see that debris live on radar right here. That is debris. That is not just moisture, but that is debris being lifted into the air at this time. They continue to see the tornadoes roping out and the new tornadoes forming. So what this keeps doing is recycling over and over again. So we're getting the tornado, it goes down, it does damage, it lifts up or it dissipates, and then a new tornado nearby or continues to lower. We've had reports of at times 2 to 3 different funnel clouds with this here, and then at times 1 or even 2 tornadoes doing damage. I am not seeing evidence of a tornado at this point here on video, but that doesn't mean it's not occurring. I'm watching a storm chaser currently driving on I-80 just outside of Waverly. According to emergency management, all tornadoes have lifted, but one new one is forming just northeast of Waverly, and that's what we're pointing at right there. Again, this is extreme northeast Lancaster County. This is going to be crossing over into the Omaha television market shortly, and when that does so, we will let them take over. and we will start to monitor the other parts of the Hastings, Lincoln, and Kearney television market, so we can continue to watch those storms here. But again, no tornado on the ground at this point here in the Waverly Greenwood area. So let's go back to the west here. Talking to production real quick, do we have anything more from meteorologist David Stoltz? It looks like that storm is starting to weaken just a little bit. They said they're not seeing anything from David at this point. So we will go back to the west here. Let's go back to the. We're actually going to look at this. We're going to look at velocities real quick here. Let's first go to the storm located north of Waverly. A little bit of circulation still, kind of a couple of them, in fact, here, but nothing real well defined here. There's one here and there's one here, and maybe even one closer to the Waverly area. But I think these two are the ones that we're watching right in here at this point here. But like I said, at this point, there are just lowerings, but no actual confirmed tornadoes. Same thing with this one here, just southeast of David City. This is the one meteorologist David Stoltz is following. Right now, it's east of Garrison, west of Brainerd. This is going to be moving. It looks like it's going to miss David City. It's going to move through eastern portions of Butler County. And then eventually, once that moves over into Colfax County, we will kind of stop monitoring that once that moves out of our into the Omaha market here up in Colfax County or over into Saunders County. And then again, we have the other rotating area here. We got a brand new tornado warning, still well defined. This is the original one. This is what we call the OG tornado that developed near Ravenna about the noon hour, and it's been going for about 3 hours now. We still have circulation located just southwest of Petersburg. If you live in the Petersburg area, you need to be seeking shelter at this time. We still have the, this is, the new tornado warning is the red tornado warning. That means it is radar confirmed. For those that are just joining in now, the pink indicates confirmed on the ground, whereas red is radar indicated, which means that we don't for sure have a tornado. The circulation does look like it weakened a little bit here too, so that's good news, but still not out of the woods if you live in Petersburg. Sometimes the storm has been recycling as well here. We still do have rotation located just southwest of Petersburg. It's approximately, we'll zoom in on this a little bit, I think 4 or 5 miles away. Less than that maybe. So again, you only have a matter of a couple of minutes if you live in the Petersburg area. You need to be seeking shelter immediately. Eventually this is going to move towards Elgin and Tilden as it crosses over from Boone County into Antelope County. In fact, south central Antelope County is also included in this new tornado warning that goes up to just about the Elgin area there. We've also still got the severe thunderstorm warning farther south, including the Rapid City area, or Cedar Rapids area, excuse me. The circulation not as well defined with that one right now. That severe thunderstorm warning till 3:45. Another severe thunderstorm warning here to the east of that for the St. Ed and Newman Grove area. That's southeast Boone County and western Platte County, as well as southwest Madison County. Back to our tornado situation here farther to the west. Not seeing anything new when it comes to the tornado situation near Waverly or north of Waverly now. Still a little bit of circulation, but not as well defined as it was about 10 minutes ago here. So, continue to kind of monitor some of the damage as well. Again, reports from earlier today, we've had reports of damage in the Ravenna area near the ethanol plant. The Rockville area power lines were down, according to a viewer. We've had reports of structures hit near the Elba area, especially northwest of Elba. And in fact, I'm seeing pictures from the emergency management in Howard County of some damage to some structures. It looks like, from what I can tell, it looks like it's a rural part or farmstead just outside of Elba, Nebraska here in Howard County, and this has continued to be on the ground since then. But again, we've also had reports, I saw it with my own eyes of chaser video as it went through the northeast side of Lincoln into Waverly. There was a lot of debris being lofted earlier. That storm has since weakened. We still have a tornado warning on it. This is about ready to move out of our Lincoln Hastings Kearney television market and out of the local 4 viewing area. Once that does so, we'll let that one go, and then we'll focus on the tornado warnings back here to the west here. We've got basically 3 areas we're watching right now. We've got the first one located north of Waverly, the second one located just southeast of David City, and the third one that is located near the Petersburg, Nebraska area. None of them are as well defined as they were earlier this morning. That said, they are in a part of the state that is very, very volatile right now. It definitely has a setup for continued tornado activity, including the potential for strong tornadoes. That's why a tornado watch is issued until 7 o'clock this evening in those areas. Areas down here to the southwest are pretty much safe at this point. It's basically that line from here to here and then northeastward. So this is going to be all moving out of the local 4 viewing area soon, but we do have a few counties that are still in the local 4 viewing area included in the risk for now. So we're going to stick with this here until we get these storms out of our area here, or there's no more confirmation of tornadoes. Again, you can see the circulation as it's been lifting northward. Let's go back 3 hours. We're going to go back to when the storm developed north of Kearney here. And this is when the storm first put down a tornado near Ravenna, and then pretty much went to the northeast through Rockville and continued on its northeastward trajectory through the Elba area, near Wallback, to near Primrose, and it continues now into the Petersburg, Nebraska area and northern parts of Boone County here. So again, this is why we still have a tornado warning on it at this time here, is there still is some radar indicated circulation in the Petersburg area. If I had to say, it looks like it's almost right over top of or just west of Petersburg right now. So somewhere within a mile or two of Petersburg is the area we're watching very close at this time. Just kind of looking at some new information from any of the other storms here from the Omaha National Weather Service. We still have an ongoing tornado west of Dwight. Have we heard anything new from meteorologist David Stoltz out of the Dwight area? According to chasers, we have an ongoing tornado situation actually right now in this area here. This may have been from earlier actually, so I apologize. I was apologizing, but we do have a new confirmed tornado warning here. Basically, or that's the same one still that's located. It's basically crossed Highway 92 now east of David City and is moving towards the Bruno area. It doesn't look as significant as earlier. So I apologize for that. That was from about 15 minutes ago when David was chasing this storm and watching. He's still monitoring that, but I don't believe he has any new lowerings at this time. Power lines down in Waverly, according to state troopers. That's right here. Again, the tornado or potential tornado is now located west of Ashland. I believe that's Highway 66 there west of Ashland, heading towards the Memphis area. That is pretty much now out of our television market here, so we're going to let that storm go at this point here. We'll let WWT Channel 6 in Omaha take over on that storm at this point here as that moves in. Again, if you live in the Omaha area, though, or know somebody that lives in the Omaha area, you may want to notify them that there is a strong storm heading that direction. Other weaker thunderstorms, non-severe, south and west of this first line here. I am not concerned about tornado activity with any one of these storms, but again, we will have off and on chances of rain and thunderstorms for the rest of the afternoon before those lift off to the northeast later today, but the severe weather threat will be much lower with that activity there. So at this point, we're down to 3 tornado warnings. One is pretty much outside of our viewing area. The other one is on the edge of our viewing area and weakening. And the third one is still somewhat strong, and it's in a populated area near Petersburg. So that's the one we're going to monitor at this point here. Large funnel cloud, according to chasers, reported just west of Ashland here. This is, again, outside of our area, but we continue to watch that. Overturned rail cars at Garner Industries, Highway 6 Waverly. Apparently, allegedly, it was struck by the tornado there. So again, we're getting reports of damage out in the Waverly area, northeast Lincoln, into Waverly. A lot of debris right now on Highway 6. That's the highway that goes from Lincoln to Waverly, Cornhusker Highway. There's a big U-Stop gas station there on the northeast part of town. So lots of debris covering the Highway 6 right now. Between Lincoln and Waverly. So if you are traveling in that area, it's best to stay out of that area at this time and stay off of Highway 6 because we're getting reports of a lot of debris on top of Highway 6 between Lincoln and Waverly. Not getting any information out of these western storms at this point here. I'm still following it, but the circulation's still there. It's not as defined, but it is still there. It's located pretty much just west of Petersburg. We'll zoom out of this storm here. We'll go back to the other one here, back to Petersburg. It's still there, but it's not as well defined. If I had to draw in the circulation, it would be right in here. That would be watching. So Again, if you live in rural parts of Boone County, just west and north of the Petersburg area, keep an eye on this thing as this continues to lift to the north and northeast. It's approaching the Elgin area. If you live in Elgin or know somebody there, be ready to seek shelter at any moment as it is getting closer to the Elgin area. Again, that tornado warning goes until 4 o'clock this afternoon. And meanwhile, farther to the east, again, we've got one exiting cell farther to our east that's moving out of our area, and we have a weakening cell here in the Brainerd, David City, Bruno area. Still technically a tornado warning until 3:45. That warning has been chopped off a little bit. Now it's only north of Highway 92. That's the one meteorologist David Stoltz has been monitoring this afternoon. Still maybe some minor circulation, but not very well defined at this point here. Back to our radar shots here. And again, we'll continue to watch this storm as it moves through northern Boone County into southern Antelope County. Here we have the weakening storm here near David City. Not nearly as impressive as it was as it approaches the Octavia and Abbey area. And then eventually Linwood, and it will move out of our viewing area. And then we have the continued lowering of the funnel cloud west of Ashland at this time. No other tornado warnings. We still have the severe thunderstorm warnings there in the Platte, Madison, eastern Boone County area, and then one other smaller severe thunderstorm warning between Albion and Cedar Rapids with that storm that had been rotating at times and had concern of a possible tornado, but at this time maybe not as much as it looks like. This whole line is starting to line out a little bit and become less supercellular. Not saying it still can't produce tornadoes though. And then here we're still seeing individual supercells, and that's why there's still that bigger concern between Lincoln and Omaha. And it looks like the west side of Omaha could be getting under the threat here before too long. So with that, I think what we're going to do at this point here, because it looks like our threat may be lowering just a little bit. Like I said, though, if you live between Petersburg and Elgin, you do need to be seeking shelter at this time. But because we don't have a confirmed tornado with that, we are going to send it back to regular programming. I will continue to do coverage on Facebook Live, on the Local 4 Weather Facebook, and my own personal Facebook page. If you want to continue to monitor the storms as these continue to push to the north and east and out of our area here. But otherwise, I will send it back to regular programming.